Okay, who of you have tried to impersonate Snake Jailbird's iconic Valley voice?
Shit is premium, dude! Premium! Dude!
Despite being Springfield's resident bad boy, having robbed every place in town, we can't help but love Snake and his awesome voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bye!
But he's so much more than that. Despite being a minor reoccurring character, he actually has a surprisingly deep backstory, from his Indiana Jones-esque adventures in his past to becoming a pretty proud daddy.
That's my little dude!
But does his path of crime lead him into becoming a born-again Christian, or does he become a murderous cyborg? Keep watching to find out, as this is the complete timeline of Snake Jailbird.
I'll be back on the street in 24 hours.
We'll try to make it 12.
His early life. Snake Jailbird was born as Chester Turley, although he sometimes goes by
Albert Knickerbocker Aloysius Snake.
But his affinity for a good nickname goes all the way back to high school, having earned himself the name Detention Bird.
Hey, Detention Bird! Thanks for not running in the hall.
Although he looked like a troublemaker in his teens, he was actually a very smart student, so much so that he went on to study at Middlebury College in Vermont, and in 22 short films about Springfield, he states that he's still paying off all of his student debts all those years later.
Oh, goodbye student loan payments, haha.
And I feel you, Snake. Yeah, I feel you. We also find out that Snake studied at Princeton University, where he may have also become a professor and a globe-trotting archaeologist. We first learn of his adventures in the episode The Seemingly Never-Ending Story, when Mo tells us all about what Snake was like before he moved to Springfield.
See, this was back before Snake became a notorious jailbird, when he was an idealistic, law-abiding young archaeologist.
Having returned from his excavation of a mine pyramid, Snake planned to donate a satchel of gold he found to the Springfield Natural History Museum. But Mo deceives and robs him, which causes him to immediately abandon his life as Professor Jailbird.
I'll take my revenge on society, by which I mean convenience stores.
I mean, his choice to become an Indiana Jones type archaeologist was the perfect gateway career for him. He went from raiding tombs of their treasures to raiding wallets. Snake's life of crime. Snake's descent into the criminal underworld was a haze of shootouts and home invasions, and he made his first ever appearance on The Simpsons during Season 2's The War of the Simpsons. Here, Otto invites him to a party at the Simpsons' house.
All right, I get out at noon and I'm already invited to a party.
And we would see this friendship again when they rocked out at a Spinal Tap concert, before starting a riot together when the band walked off stage.
Wanna trash the stage? Okay.
Despite this, he's largely a lone wolf in the show, only really making friends while he's in the clink. Most prominently with Sideshow Bob.
Snake, I'm going to miss you most of all.
Even if he doesn't always understand Bob's eccentric behaviour.
Use a pen, Sideshow Bob.
And like Bob, Snake left the prison thanks to Springfield's revolving door prison system, and unsurprisingly, almost immediately resumed his life of crime. In Season 4, he even tried his hand at cattle rustling with the hatless criminal operating from a suburban hideout right next to the Lovejoys.
Close but no donut, cops.
And the next time we'll see him is when he's deviously posing as a wallet inspector.
I can't believe that worked.
Snake's petty crime has caused him to run afoul with the Simpsons family several times over the years. This began in Season 3 when Bart went on a police ride-along with Eddie and Lou. Speeding away with stolen lottery tickets from the Quickie Mart, Snake was trapped in a dark parking garage, and the guy was fully prepared to run over the Bartman if his car hadn't got stuck. Snake then later tricked Homer into a rigged car game, all before badass Marge knocked him the F out. But Snake's encounters with the Simpsons really got personal when Homer bought his beloved car at the police auction. And so, determined to reunite with Lil Bandit, Snake broke the honor system and walked right out of prison.
Hey, you're ruining it for the rest of us!
But alas, Snake never learned to steer clear of the Simpsons, so his efforts simply ended with him all mangled up and sprawled out on the ruins of a destroyed murder house.
Oh, I'm badly hurt.
No matter how many weird and wonderful events that happen in Springfield, some things will always remain the same, like Snake holding up the Quickie Mart. And even after so many failed attempts and burns by pots of nacho cheese, this guy just doesn't quit.
Oh, that's muy picante! Ew.
And you know what? No one can ever tame him, not even the ladies or even his loved ones. His family and his relationships. Before we talk about his love life, let's first discuss Snake's adorable paternal side. Jeremy is a child from one of Snake's past relationships, and may I say, he is the spitting image of his daddy. Aww, matching clothes and everything. Jeremy first appeared in season 11, where he made Snake a very proud daddy by stealing his first bike. It seems like to me that Snake just wants to include Jeremy in all areas of his life, and if that means a bit of crime, well, that means a bit of crime.
Is it okay that I brought my son? This is my day with him.
He's still up to his old tricks, but he just won't let them get in the way of his fatherly duties. He drops Jeremy off at gymnastics class, and then he grabs a friendly coffee with Chief Wiggum. It's nice. I guess being kept a prisoner under Herman really brought those two together. And fatherhood has definitely softened Snake in general. When Marge dumped some gold down a chasm, everyone thanked her for relieving them of their heavy burden, and Snake even suggested they build a youth centre in Shelbyville to atone for their greed.
They're building a youth center in Shelbyville and totally need volunteers.
When Snake's not caring for Jeremy or robbing banks, he's busy stealing hearts, with the biggest love of his life being a traffic cop called Gloria, but she dumped him after he shoved her out of a moving car.
The cops were chasing us. I needed to lighten the load and, protect you.
Later on, when he found out that she got engaged to Mr. Burns, he's super jealous, so he decides to kidnap her and her chaperone Homer. But beating up defenseless victims doesn't get Gloria hot like it used to.
What if I beat him harder?
Wow, you so don't get it.
But even still, she still couldn't resist Snake's charms, trading in the supervillain for a street-level thug.
Oh, Snake, don't ever change.
But you...
They are a pretty good match as it turns out, as she's got a super dark side herself. When she later visits him in jail, they plotted to murder together, followed by some lovely romantic plans of a lakeside picnic.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Soon after Snake's release, Gloria fell pregnant and they planned to buy a condo together, so long as the neighborhood school system was up to scratch, of course. As you'd expect, their relationship has always been pretty turbulent. Gloria hired Homer to dump Snake by altering his beloved tattoo, and then they'd quickly patch things up as we later saw them in line to get their marriage license. But the fate of their baby, now that's the real conundrum. I mean, their child was nowhere to be seen when Gloria and Snake hosted another drag race in the Simpsons' backyard. Where's the baby gone? Snake Jailbird's softer side. Snake's softer side isn't just reserved for Jeremy and Gloria. He's also adopted one of Santa's little helper's puppies in the past.
Mwah.
And on Christmas morning, he got a taste of his own medicine when he found out that he'd been robbed, while also revealing that he sees a therapist.
Man, so this is how it feels. I'd better see my shrink.
Even Snake's relationship with Apu has been given some depth, as we see them attend couple counseling in season 18.
Apu, sometimes when I rob you, it's like you're not even there.
Apu became so comfortable around Snake and his robbing tendencies that he even started to take the mickey out of him. Like the time that Snake really wanted to take Mr. Burns ice skating.
Do you do axles and sockos? What do you do?
Ugh.
And it's not just his personality and his relationships that have developed, but it's also his reasoning to rob. It's changed. It used to be out of vengeance, but now it's to support his son. When Bart found him hiding from the police in his treehouse, Snake revealed that he needed money to pay for Jeremy's braces. Dental plan! Jeremy needs braces. So Bart lied to the police to protect Snake, who was so touched by the act that he decided to spoil Bart with elaborate gifts, which is a far cry from the same guy who tried to kill Bart way back in season 3. But believe it or not, Snake does have a life outside criminal activity, even managing customer complaints for Buzz Milk from his prison cell, which is perhaps his most wholesome way to earn some moolah. His future. Despite his responsibilities as a father and a husband, the future doesn't look any brighter for Snake. When a teenage Bart delivers groceries to Mr. Burns, he saved the tycoon by knocking out a distracted Snake unconscious with a diamond. Most recently in season 34, we got another future-themed episode called When Nelson Met Lisa, and in it a strangely more youthful-looking Snake attempted to rob a train until he was stopped by a couple of bounty hunters. But I believe this was actually Snake's son Jeremy, showing us that he also got into the family business of petty crime. Snake Jailbird's doomed crusade against law and order is destined to only get way more bizarre, even to the point of turning himself into a cyborg to continue terrorizing the Quickie Mart. And it doesn't matter how many times he gets busted, Snake will always keep coming back, weirder and more fiercely committed than ever, and that's why we love him. And so we've come to the end of the video. Let me know your favourite Snake moment as well as which character you'd like to see next explored on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.